What's going on, guys? R9 here, and I'm back with another build video. So this build video today is going to be a entry level, like low end. You're going to be able to play all the games, but not at very high settings, not at very high resolutions or anything like that, but you will be able to play all of them. It's cheaper than the PS4. This build today is going to be about 350 bucks. So let's go ahead and jump on in. With the CPU, I went with a APU. It is a CPU, GPU all-in-one, so it has the graphics card in it. It's an integrated graphics. It is the AMD A10 6800K, 4.1 gigahertz, 4.4 gigahertz turbo. It's the best APU that you can buy. It'll play games like Skyrim at 1080p, but if you're gonna be jumping into like Metro or anything like that, you're going to be at like 720p at like medium to lower settings. Like, you're not going to be able to max out Battlefield 4 or anything, but you'll be able to play it. It's going to be good enough for anything you're going to want to do. And with this socket, it's the FM2 socket. We have to have a special motherboard. It's an FM2 motherboard. I went with the Gigabit GA F2A 55M-HD2. It's a really long name, but it has 2 RAM slots, which you might need more than that, but not really. The games right now aren't utilizing more than like 4 to 6 gigs of RAM, so 2 RAM slots is going to be fine. It accepts really fast RAM, which you want the fastest RAM you can really get for this APU, because the GPU goes off the RAM in your system. It doesn't have its own RAM like a normal graphics card. So you're gonna want really fast RAM, and this motherboard's only like $43 after the rebate. So it's gonna be really cheap, and it's gonna do everything you're gonna want to do. Next we have the RAM. I went with the G-Skill Ripjaws X series. It is 1866 RAM, cast latency 9. It's 4 gigs for 40 bucks. It's like $10 a gig. That's around what you want to pay. It's quick enough RAM that it's going to run the APU just fine. Like, you're going to have fast rendering, all that stuff. It's going to utilize all of it. So yeah, that's just a cheap stick of RAM. You can add another one of the exact same RAM, and it'll do just about the same thing. Alright, so storage. I looked at the 500 gig. I was thinking lower end, you might want to throw in a 500 gig, but it's only $10 different from the terabyte. So I decided to go with the terabyte because it's really only $10, and you're gonna need more than 500 gigs anyway. 500 gigs is kind of small, and a terabyte, like, you're gonna have enough space for all your games, any software that you're gonna want to download, and it's only $10. We're still under $350, so I figured why not spend the extra 10 on the double the storage. So the power supply, there's cheaper power supplies out there, and not as many watts, but I wanted this to be a little bit upgradable, so if you did feel like throwing in a graphics card, a couple allowances down the way, or with Christmas money or whatever, you can. It is the CX500 from Corsair. It's actually only $30 after a $20 mail-in rebate, and it's gonna power everything you're gonna need. The motherboard the CPU is a 100-watt CPU, so it's gonna be a little bit more power consumption, but you can throw in like a 7850 or a 7870 or a GTX 660, that range, and you should be fine with a 500 watt. So that's why I went with that. It's got really great reviews. Corsair is a great manufacturer for power supplies. It's bronze certified, all that. So next we have the case. For the case, I just kind of went with the cheapest one that I could find. It actually still looks really good though. It's I think it's Zigmatic. You can see the model number there. It is black steel and plastic. It's got the front fan with the LED on it. If it'll go back, yeah, it's got that. It's got the big window. It's not really a window. It's a mesh area on the side. The inside of it's really not that bad either. It looks like a really good case for about $25. It's got a good setup on the inside. Got the intake on the bottom. Got the fan on the back. Got all the expansion slots you're gonna need. Bottom mount power supply, and they have the airflow. Like, they have little little spaces on the sides here, so it'll take in the air and in the front and then the bottom, and it exhausts it all out that big fan in the back. So it's got a really good setup for airflow, and it's only $25. It looks really cool. I might actually look into this for my buddy. He's needing a new case right now. So yeah, that's about it for the build. It comes out to $347.94 after the rebates, and it's pretty entry level. You're going to play all the games that you want to play, but they're going to be lower resolutions and lower settings. It's cheaper than a console though, and it's a PC. You can do anything with this. Like, you can get on Facebook, like the browser. It's expandable. You can do just about anything on a PC that you want to do. There's free games on Steam that they don't have on PlayStation or Xbox. Really fun games. Go check out my channel. I got a bunch of free games up that I'm showing you guys what they're about, how to play them, like the cool features about them and stuff. So yeah, I'd really look into this PC build if you're thinking about getting a console. It's not going to run it as high as settings. It's not going to look as pretty, but it's a PC, and you're going to be able to do a lot more. So that's about it for the build. Until next time, guys,